I came on here to talk about memories, and specifically a memory that I will never forget. Um, and it kind of feel good to talk about it because it's like it brings back a certain nostalgia. Okay. So before I go any further, I want to shout out to my girl Nat. um, I was about to get long-winded with the post. I was about to type up the memory and shit, and I seen my fingers get long-winded, and it made me think about the video I watched with Natalie earlier, and she was talking about how her posts had become very lengthy, and so that she would pivot and kind of, and she's not saying this verbatim, I'm saying this in my words, so you know. So it was a suggestion made that maybe she make a video, and she went on ahead to make a video. Now, I sympathize and empathize with my girl because I don't, even though I've done many of videos, I don't like doing videos. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like doing videos. I feel like they're distracting because you're constantly looking at you, which means you are paying attention to everything, and it's making you more in your head instead of just getting out what you got to say. So anyway, with that being said, because that was getting long-winded. So back in middle school, I went to Thompson Middle School. Okay. And I believe Ashley Collier went there as well, because I don't know how else I would have been at her party had she not went there. But I mean, a lot of us have went to Southfield High together. You've got people that Southfield High took Levy's kids, Thompson's kids, what's the other middle school? Bernie's kids. Well, they might not took Bernie. Bernie might have went on ahead to Lathrop. I might have threw Bernie in some shit they have nothing to do with. So if I did, my bad. But at any rate, so we would also in turn, like, okay, the Thompson kids knew a lot of Lathrop kids because the Lathrop district went to Thompson too. So we would split off and yada yada yada. So we would have games and shit. We would meet up. But anyway, I said all that to say, Ashley Cotto had this dope ass party, y'all, at her house when we was in middle school. The shit was fire as fuck, and from what I can remember at my big grown age, like, I just remember it really being a great turnout. A lot of people don't want to have a party and like 2 people come. And it might be your fault that 2 people came. That means you didn't spread the word enough. People just weren't aware. However, they get aware. However, you find ways to make people aware. People weren't aware, so they don't show up. It doesn't always have to be like you're a fucking loser and nobody rocks with you, or you're weird. You're a weirdo. Some motherfuckers do be weird, but it might not be that you're a weirdo. It could just be like nobody knew, so they didn't show up. But however, whatever. Ashley, they showed up for her. And it was an era where everybody really danced. Like, I'm not a dancer. Y'all be getting out doing the hustles and the 2-steps. I'm not doing none of that shit. And it's not that there's anything wrong with it, because I would like to dance. I would like to do more creative dance, more art style of dancing. But I would like to dance, but no, it just don't be translating well with me for real. And I'm not about to it's enough people shaking their ass on Instagram and social media as a whole, so I'm not gonna do that now either. But all of us would dance, whether we had rhythm or not. For the most part, you move something, your shoulders or something shit back in middle school. Now we be like, fuck all that, and it's getting late. Shit, I'm ready to go home. It's crazy, ain't it? So this was a time we danced, and people, you had the guys that would jit, which I always got a kick out of that. I don't know why. It was hype. So shout out and big up to the guys that would do the jitting, and that jitting shit would get us hyped though. Shout out to the girls that know how to pop, lock, and drop, and twist up, flip up, back up, jack up, all that. Shout out to y'all that was fucking it up back in the day. So we had that shit going on at the party. And I was just thinking to myself, like, this is dope as fuck, but ain't no way. And this is not no shady thing to Ashley, because I thought it was dope as fuck, for real. I'm just saying, in my household, and I'm not saying it's better parenting, because I don't want people to get what I'm saying misconstrued. Y'all messy as fuck, and y'all be pulling shit out your ass to come up with some sensational shit because you've been bored all fucking day. You ain't about to play with me. No, my parents, I couldn't have got away with that shit. Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't get away with nothing. I started to, though. I did. I started to. I started getting, when you got parents like mine, you got to be smart. You got to be smart. Because motherfuckers always just thinking about some bullshit, trying to catch you up, trying to prevent some shit. And I get it as a parent. I do. It's a lot of things to be concerned with. It's a lot of things to sweat about, scream about, whatever. Fall out about, fight about. But I get it. But some of the shit was really damn ridiculous. And so I couldn't have had no party like that. I wouldn't have to worry about who gonna show up, who not gonna show up, because it wasn't happening. Okay, my mom was over there. She was a holy roller. She wanted to watch her TBN or TFN, whatever that scam ass network is that they throw Jesus on. And she wanted to watch that shit, and that was her life, baby. She was trying to get me to form a relationship with the Lord. She wasn't trying to do all of that shit. And so that's what my mama wanted us, I think if my mama could have baptized us herself, she would have. But that's generally what we do at the church. So it happened at the church. I mean, for Christ's sake, I was thinking about it, like, me and my brother Sean and I know this is taking a turn, y'all, but listen, just be quiet. Just listen, shit. You ain't doing nothing no way. No disrespect. My brother Sean and I, like, we legit had our baptismal, we had it planned out, right? And I just feel like that should be something more of spare the moment. And I'm not saying it's got to be last minute. Like, for instance, maybe I want to get baptized this week, and I know 2 weeks from now I'm going to do it. Yeah, that's fine. But no, the way we planned it was like, would we have really done that as adults? But anyway, that's going to take me down a whole different road. So I digress on that tip. Yeah, but my mama, we wasn't having no... Let me tell you something. And my cousin Siobhan can vouch for this. She can vouch for this. Dog, don't y'all know? So, again, we had friends over that lived in Lathrop. And I lived off 10 Mile in Southfield. It was me, Dana, Ashley, and some more motherfuckers. Candace was over there. Who else was over there? Kim. I can't remember Kim. She's a pretty girl. She got those Asiatic features. She's off the chain. Well, was off the chain. It's okay. We was all off the chain. It's all right. In our own way. We definitely was off the chain. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. We wasn't doing shit, but even the shit that we was doing, I would be stressed the fuck out if my daughter and son was doing. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I might have a fucking ball spot, for real. But, like, we really wasn't doing shit, but that's how it is in 2025. We are scary and punk ass. I mean, I'm not scary for real. But, I'm just saying, if you let this crazy shit get in your head, dude, you will be afraid to turn the corner. And I can't live like that, but I can tap into that mindset sometime being a parent, if that makes fucking sense. Let me keep moving before y'all get lost and confused. Who else was over there? Latasha Gibbs was over there. Well, no, Latasha was over by me. Yeah, that's what we talking about, right? Or we talking about later? I'm confusing my damn self. Tasha Gibbs was over there with me. Racquel. It was Racquel Huff. It's a lot of, formerly known as Stewart. It was a lot of us over there. Asia. There was, oh my God, if y'all can find this person. There was this guy that lived around me. He was ridiculous as fuck. I think his name was Terrence, right? Terrence would be fooling, and I would be fooling with him, and my mama was always trying to get his ass to go to church and get saved. Okay, but anyway, they had a pool in their backyard. They lived not too far, like right across the street from Louis Dumas. Who is this character? I don't know. Anywho, it was some ignorant ass moments I shared with this Terrence, but the crazy part, like I said, we never was physical or nothing like that. It was just a homie, he was a fool. But my mama was always trying to get somebody to get saved. What is that shit about? Come on, mama, stop it. Damn, you don't know, just black folk don't have no boundaries. They just always think somebody's supposed to just grab onto their belief system. Stop that shit. It's different people anyway. I don't know where that fool went. He moved out of the neighborhood, and I never seen or heard from the motherfucker again. Not that I'm checking for him now, cause here y'all go. We're married. I get it. I'm married. Me and that fool ain't never had nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all my real belief when it comes to if both parties, both male and female. I'm gonna say my belief on this shit right here. Somebody gonna get mad, but I'm gonna say it. If they're both heterosexual individuals and they are close friends, male and female, that's a very thin line to be walking. I'm not saying those type of relationships don't exist, because that would just be ridiculous to say that. Numerically wise, off it, we know nothing is 100%, so that alone suggests that these exist. But 9 times out of 10, somebody want to hump the other one. They just waiting for the right opportunity. You feel me? I didn't want to hump Terrence, and I'm going to tell y'all, if it's up to me, the relationship can be platonic. You can be in a platonic relationship as friends with me, because I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not going to want you. I'm not going to want you. I don't move that way. But anyway, I got on this long tangent. Here I go with my motherfucking TED Talk. I don't even know how I got on myself. Fuck that. Who was in the neighborhood? I started talking about Terrence, and then I ran the fuck out. It was a girl named Diamond. She stayed over there. We would play with Diamond. Damn. Anyway, let me not drop everybody's name. Kim. Kim stayed over there. Okay. Darius. Alright. Dana. Okay, let me cool. Not Dana. Dana McKissick was across the way. She was still over there. I'm talking about the other Dana. I think her last name is Davis. I don't know. Man, the Portia Francis. It was a lot of those. Nikedra. We was up fucking everywhere. My cousin. We was all in the same. Oh, my cousin don't count. My bad. She was closer to 8 Mile. My bad, cuz. I'm sorry. I had to boot you back out, player. Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying about my... So, you see how I all ran off the beat, and I was dropping the tea, baby. Where everybody was living at. My mama would make... Okay, so this is how it was growing up. This is why I say the party shit wouldn't happen, because I would love to play outside. Like, my cousin can vouch for this. She would say, Racquel, you know how your mama is? Don't go in there. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't look at them. She just wanted me to go in that bitch with my eyes closed, mummified, because she knew any little thing my mom was going to use it against me and say we couldn't go outside. Now, you might ask, what is that shit about? I think my mom didn't want to deal with all the potentials. Because in her mind, somebody's going to get anal cavity searched, taken advantage of, kidnapped, you know what I'm saying? All type of diabolical crazy shit is going to happen as soon as you walk out that door. So she'd rather just come up with some bullshit, you not go, because then she ain't got to worry about it. That's my theory. Now, what's really going on in her fucking head, I don't know. I can't speak to that. Only God knows, baby. But I'm telling you what I think. That's all I can do. So, when we did go outside, we had to check in. I had to check in, and me and Siobhan, because when she was over my house, she was subjugated to the rules of the household, crazy or otherwise. So, we would have to check in every hour. Now, I could not call. Like my friend Katrina Montgomery, she could call. I couldn't call. My mama had to see my face. You feel me? So, going over there to, Tanglewood subdivision. Going over there to shout out to Tanglewood. Me and Siobhan would have to, I think we became athletes one summer because, nigga, we would have to pedal that bike. It would take us 15 minutes to get there, which means we had a half hour to play because we had to make it back in 15 minutes. And we did this several times a day. And we was hauling the fuck ass on them bikes, baby. Okay, anywho, why the fuck I tell y'all that? I said all that to say that's how on my ass my mama would have been. So you know I wasn't about to have no motherfucking house party. And it not be interrupted with some holy Jesus shit. My mama would have took opportunity to get everybody signed up for church, baby. What you wearing, all that shit. Yes. My mama was on that tip. Not just be looking at her like, this is your life, ma'am. You do nothing else. This is boring. Baby Jesus would have to meet me outside. What the fuck? Jesus, you looking for me? I heard you was looking for me. Baby, I'm outside. I'm not. What we talking about? All that. Y'all in the church. Y'all eat the church food. Y'all getting the church gossip. Y'all getting the church bullshit. Next thing you know, the pastor got y'all bent over the couch because y'all not paying attention. Fuck all of that. No. Let me shut up. Because I ain't come on here for this. I started with the memories and went out. I ran the fuck out. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I don't even know if I got all the memory out because I did run off the plug, but I feel like I really should end this at this point. But I just want to end this saying Ashley shit was fire. I had a great time. And there was a time we had a great time. There was a time we played Mises. There was a time we was cool with one another. Nobody was better than nobody else. We wasn't like that. We was just, from my point of view. Now, somebody might hear this shit and be like, this bitch is delusional. They treated me like shit. Maybe. I apologize. Now that we're grown, on behalf of whoever the fuck tard is, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, they were wrong. And I apologize for them. However, I'm just speaking on my experience, and that's all I can do. So please don't be mad. I'm not delusional. I'm just telling you my viewpoint, as we all have one. Yeah. So, now we boring as fuck. I was talking to one of my girls, and we just brushed on the fact that back in the day, like, you could hit places from back to back to back to back. You was outside. Now, nigga, one place a day. If I come in your shit, 9 times out of 10, I ain't coming to nobody else shit because I got to get home. And the thing about it, that got a time limit too. Because I'm telling you, if 3 hours is a lot. If we going past 3 hours together, I don't know. I just feel like I gotta get home. And I don't know if something got me fucked up. Maybe it's the world. Maybe, you know, we are all subject to the bullshit to some degree. And I could be a victim of this foolishness called what we call the Matrix. But, baby, I got to get home. I don't know. You know, we got about a good 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And so what that look like for me, we definitely gonna get something to eat, bitch. I mean, what else we about to do? We in Michigan. We gonna go get something good to eat, okay? I'm gonna adjust my diet because I'm older now, so I'm gonna move some shit around to make room for what the fuck we about to eat, because we not fucking around out here. We about to eat, baby. So we might eat, and then we might go, where we really going after eating? Because a lot of times we eat and go home. Shit. All right, girl, what you about to do? Shit, that food was good. But we might eat, and let's say we might go to a poetry night. There we go. There we go. After that, and I'm telling you, while I'm at the motherfucking poetry night, I'm like, what time is it? Because they got a limit. I'm trying to get home. But back in the day, I remember one time, y'all, I knew I said I was going to end this shit. But let me tell you this. I remember one time my dad, for whatever reason, did not come home. Now, we're not about to get into that. Okay? I need you to stay focused. We're not talking about why my dad never came home. We're going to stay focused on why I'm telling you this. So, one time I'm like, Dad not home. Because at the end of the day, Daddy in my house, I don't know about yours, but he laid down the law. Now, I could pull some shit on my mama, because what the fuck is she really going to do? She's going to get on that phone. She's going to get wrapped in her Jesus shit. And I'm going to, and now I'm talking about as I got older. I'm talking about as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I wait for her, and I told her that. I said, Ma, I wait for you to get on the phone because you ain't about to get off. And you ain't about to tell me to come home. That's when I will leave. When I start driving. When I start driving, baby, the gates of heaven or hell, however you want to look at, open the fuck up, baby. I was in my car out there. Now, a lot of times, I was with the person I was dating. I ain't name dropping this person. My nigga though, the nigga cool. We good. A lot of times I was with him, but when I wasn't, I was with my friends. We was fooling. Hell yeah. Well, why would I say that? Oh yeah, so my dad ain't come home, and I knew, like I told you, he's the authority figure. And it's just going to be my mama. So I was out with my girl, Kiana, at the time. I think she lived in a different state. You know, life changes some things, but nothing happened between us that I know of. Now, if it did, shit, I wouldn't have made aware. Nobody sent me no notice, no telegram, none of that shit. So I don't know nothing about it. Postcard, I don't know. I ain't get an index card. I ain't get a sticky note. So as far as I know, we good. We good. She good people. We out, baby, in her car. Hey, do you know we was out till 3 a.m.? My mama called me like, have you lost your mind? I said, huh? Oh, I didn't think it was a problem because daddy ain't home. You need to get home, baby. I was so mad. We had just gotten started. It's only 3 a.m. And why you worried about it? You over there with Jesus. Jesus gonna make it better. He gonna make it all right. Let me go have this fun. Hater. All right, y'all. I don't know what made me, because I've never really talked about me like that, huh? Well, I did today. Be happy, shit. I had a good time doing it. Okay, y'all, I'm about to log off. I'm about to log off here. Don't it sound like I'm in a damn jungle or something? These little niggas were loud. And I'm going to tell y'all, have y'all noticed the cicadas being extra loud? It just sounds like a river of rattlesnakes. What the fuck is they? And did they come with a speaker too? I feel like these motherfuckers got extra bass. I mean, they was loud when we was kids, but I don't know. It's like it's extra loud now. They coming with a subwoofer. And then I think I done seen a couple bats. It's like nature. Frogs always coming up on my porch. What is going on? Like, where the frogs coming from? I don't know. Bunny rabbits, turkeys, deer. The motherfucking deer ate my plants up. I was over here looking for plants deer do not eat. That plants that repel deer. Like, because, I mean, I had the beautiful flower arrangements. I was so proud, baby. I was so proud of my shit. Here come these deer. Damn, does my shit look like PetSmart to you, nigga? You just gonna have this look like an all you can eat deer buffet if you don't get the fuck on up out of my yard. But the thing is, I respect life, so what am I really gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to be hurt, and I feel like to a degree everything's interconnected, so we might quasi be responsible for them since we took their shit. Like, fuck your trees, nigga, I need a house, you know. So I guess I can give them a little leeway, but that was my shit. I worked hard on that. And then my girl Carissa came over, and girl was helping. She was like, hey, boo, you know, I had to roll up on you. Hey, girl. You know, we talking and shit. It was a holiday. I think this was July 4th. Yeah. Me and Mr. Shelby went to the depot, got some shit. I felt good that day. And I didn't plant my shit. My girl didn't help me. And you funky ass deer came and ate my shit. This is disrespectful. It is. This shit look boneless now. It looked like a graveyard. It looked like I don't give a fuck about my property. And I'm mad. But I respect life. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Love y'all.